still pissed. I'm still pissed. That's what it is. I know I was just talking about joy and the repression of joy, and that still all applies. But I got a lot of anger. There is so much anger stored in me. And also right now, there's all this shit going on with Kali and Persephone and Taurus, right? And it's like this dark feminine energy that is sensual, and it's real. It's here. It's becoming real. And it wants real fucking things to happen. It's not content to just float around in the ether anymore. To just be an idea. It's time for some shit. And I know that, and I'm terrified. I feel terrified. And I know that fear is not a reason not to do something. It's not a reason to do something. Fear is not a reason for anything. Fear is not guidance. I know that. Doesn't make this easier. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with this. What's going on? Everything I talked about in the last video I made. Essentially, I would like to be fired. That's what there's a big part of me that just wants to get fired. Because that would sort of be easier than quitting. And I'm not mad at this job. I'm not mad at this workplace, which is what makes it hard, right? It's easy to walk away from something that you hate all parts of it. And you go, well, clearly this isn't working. That's easy. This is hard because there are a lot of pieces that are comfortable. They're comfortable. They work for me. I have freedom with a lot of things here. But something major has shifted, and that is, I work with the person that I am in love with, the person that I am going to marry, the person who is already my wife. And I understand that in the society that I live in, physical affection is considered inappropriate. Physical affection is shamed. Physical affection is not something people want to see. Why? Just because we've agreed, basically. If you ask someone why is this inappropriate, it's not professional. Why? What does that mean? Please explain to me what that means. It means it might make someone uncomfortable, so we're not going to do it here. Why are we not talking more about that? Why are we not talking more about, someone is uncomfortable with an expression of love? Why are we, because we have a whole fucking society that is built on catering to people in their discomfort. That's what it is. It's a society of people pleasing. That's what fucking capitalism is. Let me identify something that you're not pleased about and then sell you a product to fix it for you. What are you uncomfortable with? Let me change that. Without and within. And we're failing to recognize that if someone is uncomfortable with someone or something, that's no one's business. That is none of my fucking business. And in fact, that is an opportunity to learn how to reclaim your own power over your experience. If I am uncomfortable with someone or something, that is a chance for me to recognize that I am giving away my power in that moment and saying I can't feel good in this situation. I'm giving away my power. I am blaming someone else for my emotions and my experience. And I have it all backwards. And that's an opportunity for me to recognize that, to return to the place of reclaiming my power with acceptance, with recognizing I don't have to like this. I don't have to participate personally in this. Just accept that it is. It benefits me to accept that it exists. And that's what I'm doing right now in the situation that I am experiencing, is saying, I don't have to like this. I don't have to like what's happening around me, but I accept that it's happening. That's it. I get to feel angry. I get to feel all the other things. I don't have to just lie down and pretend it's all hunky-dory. It's not resisting it to feel some type of way about it. I am accepting fully that it exists. I am letting the contrast be contrast. I'm not pretending that it's not. I'm not pretending it's something other. I am letting it be contrast. I am letting it be unwanted. I am grateful to have the experience of unwanted because it clarifies my desire. That's an excellent thing. But if I am just always asking people to change, if I am asking things to change, I don't have that opportunity. And I mean, just furthermore, what is all of this asking people to change, asking things and people that are naturally the way that they are to be different? What does that achieve? Absolutely fucking nothing. Do you know what happens when you tell somebody to stop doing something that they want to do? They find a way to do it sneakily. They find a way to do it that you aren't going to see it. Because if you don't see it, there's no problem. It's your reaction to it. They don't care, and I don't care. And no one should care what other people think of them. And when people change their behavior to appease each other, it's all a fucking facade. It's a lie. It's a survival mechanism. They're not really changing. They're just hiding. We just start masking to become more accepted. That's it. We just start lying to each other. And so now I am in a position where I am being asked to lie about myself. I am asked to change my behavior. I'm not asking anyone else to change. I am being asked to change and to deny and repress my natural expression of affection and adoration for the being that I adore, that I love, and I don't care if anyone understands that. I don't care if anyone accepts that. I don't care if they like it. They don't have to like it. It's not for them. It is not their experience. It is not their life. They can look another direction if they don't want to see it. I would be asking some questions in myself if I were that individual of what is it that is so upsetting to me about witnessing an expression of genuine affection and appreciation and love, so upsetting that I feel like it has to change. I would be asking some questions. I have asked myself some questions. I've felt those kinds of things. There was a time in my past when I felt that way. Absolutely. Get a room. I don't need to see that. That kind of thing. Guess what? I was jealous. I was jealous and I was uncomfortable with my own desires, my own wants, having that kind of thing, being bold enough and proud enough to just express it publicly. It was stuff that I was denying in myself that caused me to push against what I was seeing. I don't ask other people to change. There is one thing that it just gets to me. It just flips a switch in me. I don't ask people to change, but the second that they ask me to change my natural expression of myself, It's one thing to say something like, hey, could you wash the dishes? You haven't been picking up after yourself. Could you do that? I would appreciate that. That's a totally other thing. Hey, could you take this to the bank for me? Could you do whatever? Hey, could you not talk about this way with me? Could we not talk about this? There are boundaries. There's that kind of thing. That's totally different from your being makes me uncomfortable. Change it. Your natural expression of yourself, what brings you joy, what comes most naturally and easily to you, I feel uncomfortable with it, so you need to change to cater to my comfort. That sets me off. That sets me the fuck off. I am not expecting anyone to cater to my comfortability. If something is uncomfortable to me, then that's my business, and I decide what to do. And I don't expect or ask anyone to change their natural expression of self. And I take time to reflect. What is it about this individual or this experience that I was judging, that I was pushing against? What is it? I want to know. I want to know. Why was I uncomfortable with this? There's something for me to look at and hear. And for me to ask that person to change not only is absurd, it's robbing me of that experience, that opportunity, and it's a disservice. It's a disservice to myself, it's a disservice to them, and so is my endeavoring to change to appease somebody else. It is a disservice. It is not honoring me, it is not honoring them to make them feel better. And yes, I feel very strongly about this. I just do. I am passionate about this. This is impassioned articulation. There's a part of me in my mind that says, oh, you're becoming a part of the drama, right? And ego loves drama. But I'm here to feel, and I feel strongly about this topic, about this experience. There is just nothing that matters more to me than authenticity. Than the authentic expression of myself, and to be told that I should deny that, or I am at risk potentially of not having a job, that if I don't deny that I am in the wrong for being myself, number one, and all of society would agree because it's not professional, and that's what the society that I live in, esteems so highly. This highfalutin, fucking made-up sense of decorum that is inauthentic. It's what it is. It's people being inauthentic and manipulating and catering to appease, to turn a profit. And I don't think I can do it. And that's what's so scary, too. I don't want to deny myself and my expression and who I am. I don't want to stop loving on my wife just because somebody doesn't want to see it. Fuck that. That's my relationship. That's my joy. That's my expression of self. That has nothing to do with anyone else. That affects no one else. Seriously? Somebody saying that my expression of joy is a detriment to them? That is not fucking possible. It's not. Not only is there no harm possible, but my bringing the high energy, the vibration of unconditional, overflowing love into this space can only do positive things, but it's gonna fucking trigger somebody. It's gonna trigger somebody who's not ready for that, who rejects that, who has a deep sense of self-loathing, and I understand that. I respect that, and I'm not judging that individual either. I've been in that place. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not going to put my love in a box. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to do that to the person that I adore. That's just so fucked. It's so utterly fucked. And I really appreciated us getting to work together and be in the same space together. But I mean, now we're in the same space, and it's like we can't be ourselves. We have to pretend, we have to put on this mask, this persona, be other fake fucking people when that's not what we are, when our entire connection, our relationship is predicated upon absolutely radical vulnerability and authenticity all the time. Continuously peeling back the layers, observing what's happening within ourselves, observing the reactions of ego, and always getting to, wanting to be embodied, the true soul self, the self that is unapologetic and unfiltered and raw and real and fucking wild, because that's what we are. And that's not appropriate. And the majority of our interaction that is apparently so uncalled for and unacceptable in a place of business is just emotional expression. Is us holding one another. How many times have I fucking cried here recently in her arms, going through just all the stuff that I've been going through, that we've been going through. Just holding each other. And that is so uncomfortable to so many individuals that it's not allowed. It's not allowed. I'm not allowed to express my love for my wife. And I know this is where we're at in society. This is accepted. This is expected. You are expected to fall into line. You are expected to maintain a sense of decorum and professionalism and responsibility. That's all fucking made up. It's bogus. It's inauthentic. I don't know if I can fucking do it. I don't think I can. That's not an environment that I want to be a part of. Do I want to continue working in a place that is asking me to deny the most natural and joyful expression of myself? I don't think I do. And I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying anybody is wrong for this. I'm just realizing, this is not a fit. It's scary because I've had this job for like 5 years. And I've been through a lot of changes, and this has been a constant, and it's familiar and it's reliable. And I don't know exactly what I would do, and I know that I feel that I'm being pushed to do something different. And it's amazing how scary that is. How scary the unknown is. And I feel like I've faced it over and over and over in the past 2 years. And it's like I'm tired. I feel tired. Like I just want to relax. I know this is about growth, and I know this is a time of massive expansion, and I know that nothing can go wrong. I know I'm cared for and provided for. I still feel so afraid. And like I just want to relax for a while. I just want to not have some massive fear that I feel like I'm overcoming. This is a time of radical shifts. I get it. And I know surrender is the only option. I mean, that's it. You know, I can resist and I can suffer, or I can surrender and find peace. And clearly there are many parts of myself that enjoy suffering. So I'm really not losing, ever, at any point. There's always something satisfying a desire in me. I know that's true. And I also know that I'm not here to just blend in. I'm not some special fucking fairy. I'm not. But I am sick and tired of the status quo, and I'm not here to maintain it. I am here to be bold and unapologetic, and to trigger people, to upset people, to make people uncomfortable. I am here to shake shit up. And as a former people pleaser, that's fucking tough. But I can't tolerate the alternative. I just can't. I can't go back to conforming, to fucking hating myself and making other people happy by just bending and being what they wanted me to be, behaving the way that they wanted me to behave, letting myself be controlled, giving my power away. I can't do it. It makes me feel so angry and so sick to the stomach. Like, and I know something's gonna change. I know I'm gonna have to leave this job. I know I'm gonna leave this job, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what it looks like. I know I want to work with people. I know I want to help people. I know I want to express. I know maybe I want to read more tarot. Like, I enjoyed doing that. There's just so much fear. And then that makes me angry. It's like, fucking get over yourself, that kind of thing. But that doesn't help. That doesn't make anything easier. It doesn't change anything to just beat up on me for feeling afraid. But this is what it is. I don't feel right in this environment anymore. I don't feel good here because I'm told not to be myself. I'm being told not to be myself quite clearly. You know, it's fall in line or else, and I know I don't really want to die on this hill, but I don't want to fight. I don't want to live here either, you know? I don't want this hill. You can have this fucking hill. I'm gonna go over there. I don't know where over there is, but if I can be myself there, then that's what matters. If I can express myself fully, freely, that's all I'm looking for. A place where I am free to be the really adoring, physically affectionate being that I am. Because that feels good to me. And it's nobody else's fucking business, whether they see it or not. Just because you see something doesn't make it your business. It doesn't. Just because I have an emotional reaction to something doesn't make it my business. My business is my emotion. My business is my reaction, not the thing I reacted to. My business is tending to myself, my internal experience, observing that, holding space for that, learning what that has to teach me, letting things come through, letting it express. But everything that's a part of my experience has been invited, has been permitted. I have asked it to be there, including this. I know that. Absolutely including this. I manifested this. I created this. This is mine. I did this. I did this. I did it for a reason. Probably to put a boot in my ass. To actually do something. I'm just tired. I feel tired. I want to just let go. What is it that I want to feel? Free, safe, secure, abundant. What is it that I'm using as an excuse that I think needs to change in order for me to feel that way? This situation, my financial situation, this whole job thing, that's just an excuse to not tap into and feel the freedom and the peace and the security and the abundance. I can just feel that. I don't need anything to feel that. Because nothing makes me feel. I choose to feel. That's how powerful I am. That's how powerful each and every one of us is. I can choose to feel secure. I can choose to feel abundant. I can choose to feel safe and comfortable and free. And I'm going to do that because I would like some peace now. So it is. It is what is. Undeniably. The denial of what is insanity. And there she is. My lady just texted me. I'm going to text her back because I fucking miss her face. I love you. Apparently I'm not done. I got more. I can't fucking... It's so expected for us to deny ourselves that it's like, well, of course. I get that this is hard. I get that it's uncomfortable and it's a denial of yourself, but it's just what we do, right? This is just what we do. Why is that just what we do? And why am I going to go along with that? Just because it's what we do. Maybe other people can do it, okay? I'm not going to judge their life, but it's not what I do. I can't function that way. You were asking me to withhold affection from my partner. Can you hear that? Can you hear that is literally abusive? I mean, in a relationship, that... You're asking me not just to deny my natural expression of myself. You're asking me to change my behavior in a way that affects somebody else. Intimately connected to me. You're fucking with my relationship. You are telling me to withhold affection from my partner. Why? Because it makes somebody feel some type of way? Absolutely the fuck not. No. No. Fuck that. I won't fucking do it. Whatever that makes me, that makes me. If that means I get fired, if that means, then clearly if that means that I have to quit, then I quit. Because if the alternative is changing the dynamic of my relationship, denying myself, denying my pleasure, denying my desire and my expression, and denying myself the love that I want to give, and denying the person that I want to shower that love upon, this is all my desire. This has nothing to do with anybody fucking else, and I'm being asked not to do that because somebody doesn't want to see it, because somebody feels funny about it, because somebody can't face what's happening within them when they witness this. Fuck that absolute noise. No. It's not happening. It's not happening. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm not fucking doing it. I don't expect I'll be here very long. Who knows what's next, but it has been more painful, and it's only been a day, and I recognize that. Oh, when things change, I don't want to participate in this. I don't want to acclimate to this, and I have that choice. I'm not saying again that anybody is wrong. Just that I refuse to compromise myself. I refuse to compromise my integrity and my authenticity. I'm not going to do it because it feels so shitty to me. Why am I going to make other people feel good when I'm making myself feel like shit? I did that. I did that for 30 years. I'm done with that. All that does is breed resentment. You want me to just fucking resent everybody? No, I don't think you do. I don't want to. I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put myself in the situation that leads to my feeling resentful for me putting myself in that situation. I can just say no. So that's what it is. That's it. I love myself and I love my partner too much to pretend otherwise. For any reason, especially the sake of someone's comfort. I don't care. So fucking be it.